Well, when you read the English, and if you don't know about the any cause divorce, it looks like he's being asked about any kind of divorce. Do you think it's lawful to be divorced for any cause? Of course, now we know there's an any cause divorce. We read it rather differently. But let's have a look at some Bibles. Here's the Authorized Version. The Authorized Version says, Pharisees came to him, tempting him, asking, is it lawful for a man to put his wife away for every cause? And there it looks like it's just talking about all sorts of divorce. Are you saying that there's any sort of divorce that's okay?
But that would have been a silly question, wouldn't it?
It's a sort of silly question for the Pharisees, because is it lawful for a man to put away his wife? Well, of course it is. It's in the law. But look back when the translations before the Authorized Version. Here, is it lawful to put away for every cause? In Rome's translation, the Geneva Bible says, put away his wife for every fault. That's an interesting one. The Cranmer says, for all manner of cause. And Tyndale, all manner of causes. Now, Wycliffe is very interesting. He seems to have got right to the core of it. To leave his wife for any cause. Which is very close to what the Pharisees would have been thinking of. If we look in the latest translation, the Net Bible, the one that the scholars at Dallas have put together. But this is the Nestle-Aland text, the scholars' text that everyone uses. And on the other side here is the Dallas Net Bible. Here too they say, just like Wycliffe did, they come and ask Jesus, is it lawful to divorce a wife for any cause?
So when they say any cause, they're not referring to the traditional, if you say, 4 grounds of divorce. They're talking about the new type of divorce.
The new type of divorce, which they called the any cause divorce. There wasn't a standard way of referring to it in Greek. It was a Hebrew term, and different ways of putting it into Greek existed. But any cause is a good way of putting it. And we find that in other Greek sources of the time, in first century Judaism. We've got here Philo. Philo, in his special laws, he's saying about how the commandments in the Old Testament worked.
So who is Philo and when did he write?
Oh, Philo is a Jew living in Alexandria. He's preaching a great deal to Jews in Alexandria. He's a fantastic scholar. He knows the Bible inside out, but he also knows Greek philosophy inside out. So he's an interesting go-between between the Greek world and the Jewish world. Here he's talking about the laws of Moses. And he says another commandment is that of a woman, after parting from her husband for any cause whatever, marries another and then becomes a widow. He's talking about Deuteronomy, but he's talking about it in this new way. He's saying that this isn't just a law about adultery. He's saying that this is a law about divorcing for any cause. And already taking on board this new form of divorce as the only form of divorce that's worth talking about.